I'm in a calorie deficit, but I'm not losing weight. Have you said that? I have a few people that come to me and go, oh, but I'm in a calorie deficit and I'm not losing weight. Now, the definition of a calorie deficit is that you are in a deficit, so you are losing weight. It might not necessarily be showing on the scales, but it will definitely show in pictures or measurements. If it's not showing in pictures, measurements, or the scale, unfortunately, you are not in a calorie deficit. You may have done the calculations wrong, or you may be tracking your food wrong, or something else may be going on. When I usually dig a little bit deeper, either, in messages when people send me that or with clients, it's usually that probably two or three things. One, they're not quite tracking the food properly. So a lot of people forget things like sauces, oils, condiments, tea, coffee, sugars, syrups. It's very easy to forget those little things, and over time they can quite easily take you out of a deficit, especially if you're only in like a 500 calorie deficit per day. It's easy to put those 500 calories back in. 100 calories from oil, you might get 100, 200 calories from like milk, maybe another 100 calories from sugar, your butter that goes on your toast. Can you see we're already at like 400 calories just from a few little things each day? So that could be an issue. Also, food companies are allowed to be 20% out on their labels. So if you buy a ready meal that says 400 calories, that could be 20% either way. 20% more or 20% less. And that is a law. That is actually allowed. So the more like whole foods that you can have, so like chicken breast and vegetables, you're cooking them, you've got more control. You can go and eat out at a restaurant, and that restaurant can say that this meal is 600 calories. Now that's great, because I love the fact that more restaurants are putting calorie information on there so you can make better and informed decisions. However, what they don't tell you is that the chef can manipulate that. So if it's a meal where they're portioning things like chips or they're cooking with oil, the restaurant, whoever has done the calorie information for them, has decided that this is a portion. So one portion of chips on that meal might be 100 grams. That chef might be feeling generous and gives you 200 grams. He might then use more oil in cooking the meat that's going on there. There might be more sauce, depending obviously on the restaurant and the type. The same can go for any restaurant. They can put more or less, use more oil or less oil. So yes, it's a great ballpark figure, but it's not 100%. So if you're eating out a lot or you're getting takeaways, there's hidden calories in those, and there could be more calories because the portion size is different than what is stated on the menu. Another thing people forget about is the weekend. So they track great, like Monday to Thursday, they're 100% there in their calories. They are loving it. Everything is right. Gets to Friday, they have a couple of drinks, or they might have some of the kids' tea, or they might have something a little bit different and not track it 100%. I was talking to a girl the other day and she was, I stick within my calories every single day. And I'm like, there's got to be something somewhere. What's going on? Oh, well, I have a treat at the weekend. All right, okay. So what's this treat? I have a couple of drinks. Great. What drinks do you have? So she told me. So I put them in MyFitnessPal, because MyFitnessPal's great. You can literally Google and search anything. One of the items was wine. Now, I didn't know what wine she had, so I couldn't obviously scan the bottle. But she also mentioned Foster's and Desperados. Now, those two products are definitely in MyFitnessPal. Obviously, I don't know the quantities because they come in different cans and bottle sizes. But I put what she said she had on a Friday and Saturday, 2,200 calories. In a week, you're in about 3,500 calorie deficit to elicit 1 pound of weight loss or fat loss. So she's only got 1,000 calories then that she's in a deficit. So you're probably not going to see 1,000 calorie deficit move on the scale. Then she said she has a different tea with her kids on a Friday. So again, those 1,000 calories could be easily added in. So in her eyes, she was in a calorie deficit. However, she was forgetting about those things at the weekend. And it's very easily done. So if you think that you're in a calorie deficit, but you are not losing weight, I give you the task of checking every single thing that is going into your mouth. Like everything, track it, count it, put it on a scale. Yes, it's going to be a bit frustrating for a week to do that. But if you can do that for a week, then see what results happen from that, measurements, photos, as well as a scale, then you should see some movement, and you should also have your eyes opened a little bit to what you was missing. Like you just may have been missing that tea, sugar, oil. Honestly, weigh out oil and then put it in the pan and see how much you're using. Track those calories. You're going to be very surprised. Go to things like Fry Light. So that's what I do with my clients. Give a few little options of getting out those sneaky calories and putting in something that's not going to really affect your dieting. So if you still think after this video that you are in a calorie deficit but not losing weight, please drop me a message and I'll do some investigations with you and we'll try and work out what's going wrong and what's not working for you. More than happy to answer any questions. Hope this video helped.